on slavery. Did you know that the Dutch King Leopold owned the Congo as his personal property? And 10 million people died in the Holocaust in the 20s and the late 19th century that we don't even talk about. And all that wealth that's from Africa is now sitting here so that we can have lovely, beautiful red buses and these beautiful glass buildings that are built on the backs of slaves. And now we've moved from chattel slavery to wage slavery, whereby you all are working as wage slaves. You have to sell your labor to a boss. You have to sell your labor to a boss. Your time is not your own. Your time is not your own. The city of London and Wall Street commit more terrorist violence than ISIS could ever imagine. ISIS is not a terrorist organization. Wall Street is a terrorist organization. Wall Street kills, through commodities exchanges, 7.6 million people every year who starve to death because of the inaccessibility to food, because of the ways in which food itself is exchanged inappropriately under the terrorist system that we live under. 7.6 million people die every year of starvation because of capitalist-based terrorism. That's more than Hitler killed internally of the Jews. In fact, Eichmann himself would do a double take at how evil we are today. And yet we just sit around like good Germans. We sit around like good Germans while these neo-Nazi fascists who run the city of London, Canary Wharf, Westminster, commit violence against every single oppressed person in this world. And why not? We have our televisions, we have comforts, we have McDonald's. It's wonderful, freedom and liberty and equality. Isn't it just wonderful? We have all of these wonderful things, but wait a minute. Climate change is happening because we're destroying the planet at such a great rate that, in fact, at some point, it's going to begin to affect us as well. And it already is. You just voted in a Tory government that's going to implement 5 more years of austerity. I think you all like austerity. Maybe we should just have a little bit more austerity. We can just stick the glass bottle in our ass, in and out a little bit more like the Greeks did for 5 years before they finally voted for a party that was against austerity, that can't even now pay its own pensioners because they keep giving money to the International Monetary Fund, which is based on a system of financial terrorism. So when you call me a terrorist, or you call ISIS a terrorist, don't look at us for being the terrorists. Look at Wall Street, look at the city of London, look at the fact that 80 people on the planet own half the world's wealth. 80 people own half the world's wealth. In fact, I think that number just went to 65. So, financial terrorism, watch Max Kaiser, get over your own masochism, and revolt. Revolt against this system, and fuck McDonald's. Thank you.